Hi there, Craig Nenke from Nenke Consulting, a business consultant helping small and medium-sized businesses with their various business issues. And one of the main issues, of course, that you come across as a business owner is that you want to grow and you can't find either the time or the cash. I can't help you today with finding time, but we can help you a bit with finding cash, because we don't want you to be running around chasing rainbows, finding pots of gold. So we're eager to help you with that. And we really want to talk about receiving and applying for grants that are available to businesses. There's an amazing statistic that nearly 70% of eligible organisations out there do not apply for grants that they could get. So that's sort of an incredible opportunity that's going wasted for many businesses. So we really want to talk about that today. And joining me in this session is George Mirabelli from Soft Logic Solutions, and George is an expert in this space. Works with many businesses over many years in helping them and training them in government grants and helping them not only get them, but also to keep them and to be compliant with them. So welcome, George.
Thank you, Craig. Thanks for the introduction, and thanks for making the time to meet with me today. As you said, I focus on teaching people how to be compliant with grants and the R&D Tax Incentive. And we've been doing that for quite some time now, and very successfully taking companies through the process of learning how to be compliant. And the way we do that is by helping them optimize their R&D processes so that they naturally produce all the documentation needed as part of their day-to-day work. And that way, they can achieve consistency and be compliant without really worrying about it along the way.
Fantastic. So I guess the first question I have for you is that some businesses that I've come across think that they're a little too small to receive government grants, and then others might think, well, I'm too big to get government grants. So that's the first question is, well, what size of business eligible for grants? And what are the main grants that are available to businesses today?
That's a good question, Craig. There are basically two categories of grants. There's the perennial grants that are always available, or funding options and incentives. And the second category are the one-off grants. Now, the one-off grants are generally competitive and require that businesses invest in writing the grants. So typically I try and help companies or direct companies to the perennial ones first. Let's get those under control and focus on them. So the perennial ones are things like the Entrepreneurs Program, which helps you innovate within your business and improve business processes. There's also the Commercialization Accelerator, which helps you take your R&D and commercialize it. And there's the Export Market Development Grant, which helps you open up overseas markets. Now, the R&D Tax Incentive is also one that's perennial, and it is available to all companies that are in Australia doing development in Australia. Yeah,
for sure. But there's plenty of free money out there. But I guess one of the other challenges that businesses might have is that they don't apply for grants because they think it's going to take too long or be too complicated to apply for. So tell us, what's a typical application process like? And is it sort of overwhelmingly difficult, or is it fairly simple to do?
Yeah, so look, a lot of people will have heard of that kind of reaction to the one-off grants. These are the grants where people have an opportunity to access funding that's available for a short period of time, and they're generally competitive. Now, those ones you could easily spend $30,000 on a consultant to help you write the application, because there's an art to writing these things, so you need to get help. And then sometimes you have as little as 1 in 10 chance of getting funding.